Hello once again. In this video, I'm going to tell you what are entities and how do we work with it. We have already seen Polka Cakes bot in the previous video where we created these intents, delivery, location and name. And there were two default intents which were already there. We changed a little bit of the responses in the welcome intent. Now let's see what do we mean by entities. Now, whenever the person is booking an order, he would be requiring different flavors of the cake, different icings on top of the cake, and similar things. So, for those reasons, we create entities to catch the proper phrases that the user is using when typing the question in the chatbot. So, we are going to ask the user for different flavors and icing. So, I'm going to create two entities here. So, we go to entity, click on create entity. First we write the name of the entity. I'm going to give the name as flavor and I click on save. So you have to put a tick on these two. Now here I'm going to write the different types of flavors that I have in my shop. So first is of course butterscotch. I press enter. So these are the synonyms. Synonym refers to the different ways people can type butterscotch in my bot. So someone may type like this with the wrong spelling. It could be, we have to catch that also, butterscotch, or someone may write like this. So any other thing that you can imagine, you can type. The second type of flavor that I have is pineapple. So someone may call it yellow color. Someone may write it as pineapple like this, something like this. So third type of flavor that we have in our cake shop is mango. Mango flavor. So these two we take. Now let's have one more, and that is the Black Forest. And here chocolate shaving, some may call. Chocolate on vanilla, maybe people can type anything. So these are the four types of flavors that I have in my flavor entity. So I've defined the synonyms for them. It is important that you define the synonyms. Now I click on save, and the second entity I want to create is of the topping. So I again go to entity, and here I want to create an entity called icing. And here the different types of icings that I have are of three colors. One is pink. So pink could be people can type they want a strawberry icing, or they can write pink color like this. Second flavor that we have is mint. So you can type green color or mint icing. Third type of icing that I am giving in my shop is white or vanilla. People could write a different spelling of it, something like this. So fuzzy matching, I will click. Fuzzy matching refers to even if there is a simple spelling mistake here and there, it will catch it and save it. So we click on save. We are giving three types of icing here. Now let's see how do we use entity along with our intents. Now in my intent flavor, and the training phrases are vanilla. Flavors that we are giving is butterscotch. So people might write butterscotch. You see, automatically, when I type butterscotch, it has picked up the flavor entity. In the flavor entity, we have given this butterscotch. We have given 2-3 things there: black forest, mango, pineapple. So whatever the person types here, pineapple, it will pick it up here as it is connecting it now. This is related to this flavor entity that we have already created just now. So if the person says, I want a black forest cake, then also it will pick up. So these are the different ways. Or if we are talking about icing, so it will pick up. Do you see different color coding? Now this pink has been coded in a purple color to the icing entity. This black forest is a pink color, slight pink color, which is to the flavor, which is connected to the flavor. So if we write the other one, maybe we have written the green there. So green is also connected to and identified as the icing entity. So these are the different ways in which we can catch the entities. So now flavor. Okay. Now you see, this is the actions and parameter. Now, whenever we order a cake, we want the user to always give us the flavor and the icing options both. So we click on this and we say it is a required field. So when we tick here we have to give the prompts. Now in the prompt, I say prompt means what will be displayed if the user is not entering the flavor. So he should say, please choose the, select the will be better. Select the flavor of your cake. Click on close. And if the user chooses the flavor and does not choose the icing, then also it won't be correct. So we click on icing here and we click here and we say, what icing will you prefer? Mint, white, vanilla, or pink. Let's write like this. So these are the two things which are very much important. Now at the response, after the user selects all these things, we have to tell him what he has chosen. That will be the final order. So we will write here, you have selected dollar, just like we used in the name. So we use dollar, flavor, cake with dollar icing. Yeah. So it's going to take whatever flavor the user chooses from here is going to be stored here in this variable and it will print it out like this. So click on save. Okay. Now, before this, we have to create one more intent. We click on create an intent and we make an intent called order. I want to order a cake. What is available in your shop? Tell me the menu, something like this. So then in the response we have the following cakes and we have given the different flavors that we have with us. We click on save and then let's try it out. Now we have made some different entities where we made about the flavor and the icing. So all of this we have already used in our intents. Now let's try it out from the beginning here. So I say hello. It's going to give me this. So I say call me Pranav. Hi Pranav, how can I help you? I want to order a cake. So it's telling me the different flavors. Now I say I want maybe a black forest cake. What icing will you prefer? Remember, we have written this in the entities. So what icing will you prefer? I want the pink color. So it gives me, you have selected black forest cake with the pink icing. So this is how we make a bot. It is a very simple bot which you can all make. Now I've told you the integrations. There is something called Smalltalk. Now Smalltalk refers to many different things that people may be talking with the bot. So we have to enable it. It's a good practice to enable it, and it is by default having all these. So about courtesy, about the agent, if who are you, if someone asks, you have to give the answer. I am Polka Cakes bot. How old are you? Maybe I was created in 2021. So these are the different answers which you can give. Then scroll down. There is courtesy, for which you, if the user says anything like this, what should be the answer that you want? If he says thank you, you should also say thank you. Always there to help. So then if you click on save, see, it's going to work like this. So if we type, someone types here, thank you, it's going to say, it's going to say always there to help what we have typed here. So these are some small talks about emotions, goodbye, hello, all these things you may add according to your customization. So click on save so that it works along with your bot. Now, how to make an avatar or a picture related to, or maybe like a DP we have for our different Instagram or our WhatsApp profiles. So same way here, we want to give it a picture related to it. So view all agents, go to this place, view all agents. And our bot is here, Polka Cakes bot. Go to the settings. This is the avatar. So update avatar, go back and take the cake picture. And it will upload it. So this is the avatar. Now we save it. So here, our avatar, which we have associated with our bot, is here, and we can test our bot. Hello. I say my name is Raji. I want to order. So I can choose my maybe mango cake. What icing? I want a mint icing. So it tells me you have selected mango cake with a mint icing. So this is how we make a simple chatbot. You can all also try it out. Bye for now.